Hello, friends. Welcome to Display TV. I am your host, Sarah Pribis. It's Thursday here in New York City, which means we've made it through about 3/4 of the week. That math is not correct. 4/5 of the week. I don't know. What day are we even starting from? Math is not my strong suit, as all of you know. Asking the trivia questions is my strong suit. But who have we got in the chat tonight? I see Chico99FB is here. We got Andrew1, Urban Sombrero, Ella Manis coming on in. Nick 33 Shots. Jenny Girl is here. All my friends. Chaz is here. Nisha Puro Hit. Cedalee, Blue LA. What's up? What's up? What's up? How's everybody doing? We did this in the live just a couple minutes ago, but I want to know, what is your mood in a word? Like, type an actual word. If you had to pick one word to describe your vibe or your mood right now, this is an open-ended question. Where are we at on this Thursday? Let me know. We had somebody say playful, somebody said tired. Where are we all at today? I'll get it started. I'm feeling grateful. How about that? I'm feeling very, very grateful for the show, the community, for the life that I have, and I'm really happy to be here with all of you. Chaz says exhausted. Jenny said worried. China Thug just tuned in. Ella said bored like a cat. You know what? If I come back as another animal, I definitely want it to be a cat. My cat lives the best life. Every time I look over, she is snoozing, or she is eating, or she is getting pets from me, and that is the kind of life that I want to be living. Lauren says hungry. Andrew just got home from work. He's tired. All right. I love this. Now we all kind of know where we're at, right? So now let's do it with a fun little poll. Let's do it all over again with a fun little poll. What's your Thursday vibe, right? What's your Thursday vibe? This way you don't have to think. We created the answers for you. Is it slow and steady? Is it cruising for a bruising? Is it working for the weekend? Which one? I'm going to go slow and steady, you know? Sometimes you just got to put one foot in front of the other, and a lot of small steps eventually does a big goal make. That's sort of the way that I get through every single week. So slow and steady for me. We've got 41% saying working for the weekend, which I hear. We're almost there. We're at Friday Junior right now. Then we got Friday. Some of you are already at Friday, and may I ask, what is that like? What's it like being in the future on Friday? How do you feel? Are you feeling excited for the weekend? All right, we got 27% cruising for a bruising. 27% tied, slow and steady. All right, I love it. A little bit of everything, which is great because I've got a little bit of everything for you tonight on this show. We're gonna start off with how to earn money on display. We are going to talk a little bit about customer care. That way, if you have any specific questions or issues, you know how to reach them. We're gonna go over some of the display TV shows that you may or may not know about. And we're going to go through some original content, some of your content. Tonight we're doing a sort of like food and drink vibe, a little theme. We got Thirsty Thursday, we got some food content. So when we get to that, I wanna know, of course, what all of you are eating and drinking. I'm excited about that. You know this is like my favorite topic of all time. And then of course we've got trivia coming up in 30 minutes for $500. Yes, we do. No theme tonight, just a normal, regular trivia game, which we love. We love normal, we love regular, we love $500. And if you're here right now and you stay with me in this stream, you'll get that answer to question 8 ahead of time. So you'll be that much closer to winning it. I wanna know, for anybody that was here last night, did we like the format? Did we love having a guest on? Was it nice to hear from somebody that wasn't, I don't know, me? Happy birthday, Nick 33 Shots on February 21st. Happy belated birthday. That's awesome. What did you do on your birthday? Jenny Girl, thank you so much. Mark did. I know Mark did. Okay, Ella did. China Thug said yes. I thought it was fun. A nice little variation to hear someone else's perspective, talk about how they're using display. So we absolutely will make sure that we incorporate a little bit more of that moving forward. But again, I'll be talking about other display TV programming tonight, so you can check out some of that too. Let's kick it off with my favorite topic, money. How to earn on display, how to earn that money on display. So you know the main way, you gotta be posting. I mean, you can play trivia, but what I'm referring to right now is posting, getting those photos up, getting those videos up, okay? So I don't know, I think a nice goal is once a day. Is that too much? Okay, maybe once a week. Once a day, once a week? Tell me in the chat. What are you guys averaging right now? Is it more like once a day or is it more like once a week? What are you posting? I'm gonna be a little bit of a hypocrite because if I say once a day, I'm not actually posting once a day on display. So, but I want to see who's beating me and how much they're posting. All right, let me know. My lore, I love that. Let's lift each other up. That's beautiful. Jenny Girl says once a day. King Damien, it's your first day? So you posted quite a bit. Yes, getting it started. I love that. And I'm so excited that it's your first day. You're in the right place then, because I'm gonna tell you how to earn that money. So let's go through it, right? So you get the gist. Clearly you do, because you were posting today. So here's how those posts earn you money. So basically there's 3 different ways. That was a really sad 3. There's 3 different ways that your posts earn you money. The first way is that they're circulating in other people's timelines or feeds. So Damien, if you notice, right, when you are out in your main feed, not your profile, but you're looking through other people's content and you're scrolling through, you will see that there's a general pattern that feed follows. It goes 3 posts from creators, and then there is an ad. 3 posts from creators, and then there is an ad. It's always that way. So the money from that ad goes 50% to display and 50% to the 3 creators whose posts appear above that ad. So now you're like, okay, well, how can I make sure I'm in other people's feeds? Obviously, if people are following you, that's the way that you appear in their feed. If people are sharing your content to people who don't necessarily follow you, then you're in other people's feeds. And there's another fun way, which is if you're posting to communities directly, so go check out those communities. You can use the magnifying glass to type in different community categories, let's say sports or art or food or travel. You can join communities, you can post directly to communities, and then anyone else who's a member of that community will have that post appear in their feed. They don't necessarily have to follow you. So that's the first way that you earn money. And I can see that you're intrigued about the trivia, which is great. That's coming up in 20 minutes. So yeah, you're in the right place for that. And we love trivia. $500, what's not to love? Okay, so let's keep it going to the second way that you earn on display. The second way is the support me button. So you may have noticed on other creators' posts that there is a little yellow S. It says support me. It's on the bottom right. Now, if you tap that on another creator's post, you'll see an ad. The money that's generated from that ad, because the advertisers pay to have that ad there, it goes 50% to display and 50% to the creator who you just tapped support me on. So you're literally helping other creators get paid with your time. So you watch an ad, it's not your money, it's literally just your time. You watch it for 15 seconds, it'll say thank you at the top, and then that creator gets paid because you took the time to watch that ad. Really, really cool. Also, you can see who's supporting you. So maybe people are gonna go out of their way to support you right now during this show because you mentioned you're new to the app, and then you can see who tapped support me and you can go support them back, right? We can actually see who's going out of their way to help us earn money on this app. All right, and the third way that you earn on display is by inviting your friends. So you don't just tell them, you gotta use your custom link. That's how we trace it to you. So here's how you generate that link. You go to the main menu that is accessible from your profile, and then you'll tap invite your friends, and then you'll see that you can either copy this link or you can share the QR code. So you can text it to your friends and family, you can share it on other social media apps, and that will take anybody who's interested or that you're sending it to directly to the app to set up a profile. And it will be under your name. They'll actually appear in your family tree if you use this QR code or if you use the link. Now, why that's important is you make 10% off of whatever your friends make on this app. So if you bring someone here and they end up making $100, you make $10 just because you brought them to this app. So make sure you're inviting your friends using that link. All right, let's see. Jenny, teamwork works great. Love that. I see Kathy Davis has joined us. Tim Dozer has. Lang Louie's here. I love it. All right, let's talk about customer care. Again, we got some newbies in the chat, so I wanna make sure y'all know how to use this. So customer care is available whenever I'm not, and that means pretty much all the time. Customer care is always there when you need them. So this is how you access customer care. Let's go to our profile, and then let's click on those little lines that are on the top left. That's your main menu again, so we'll click on that. And then you'll see it says customer care. If we tap on customer care, we're taken to this main menu. So you've got some categories there, some different topics, but let's tap on the text box. And then we can actually enter something that we want to know. So how can I earn more money, or whatever it is that you want to know. And different articles will appear. Now let's go back to the main customer care place. Great. And we got our topics. Let's scroll down. There's some more topics. And then if we want, we can actually chat. So let's tap that chat icon and see what happens. Look at that. You can generate a whole conversation there with the people over at customer care. We love that. Okay, so this is for anything, right? Let's say you're having an issue, there appears to be a glitch in the app, or you just have questions about how you can use it. We have a whole team at customer care that is ready to help you. So make sure you go on over and use customer care. But listen, I'm here right now, live in the flesh. So if there's any questions, throw them in the chat and I'll answer them right now. Yeah. Oh, Lang Louie, I love that support. Yes, Mark Foot was amazing yesterday. Yesterday we had our very own display user, Mark Foot, on. He talked about what he loves about display, how he uses display, how he's built a community and communities on display. It was awesome. Okay, LL, love that. Customer care is amazing. Yes, they are. Let's talk about display TV. This is another thing that's unique to this app. We've got our own television channel. You're watching it right this second. Yes, you are. Do you know what you're watching? You're watching Sarah Pribis live on display. That's what we're watching right now. This is every single weeknight at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Yes, we talk about the app. We talk about how to use it, any new announcements, and now we're starting to bring some people on. Things are getting exciting in here. Wow. Okay, let's go to our next show. Harmony and Hughes. This is every single Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern. We had this earlier today with Malik Kitchen. He's a Broadway actor in Hamilton. I don't know, ever heard of Hamilton? A little musical called Hamilton. Anyway, if you missed it today and you want to hear his interview with Lauren Elise, we're going to be replaying it after tonight's trivia episode. So make sure you stick in and watch it. Yeah, I want to hear someone talk about what it's like being on Broadway in a hit show, Hamilton. How cool is that? I love trying to read the chat and do the show at the same time. Let me tell you, there is a lot happening up here, friends. Okay, so talked about Harmony and Hughes. Let's go and talk about Conectate y Explora. This is Evie Cisco's show. This is our travel show. This is also in Spanglish. So if you speak Spanish or English, you can appreciate and understand the show. Or if you just like looking at awesome travel content, Evie's traveling the world. Right now, she's in Israel, but she's always going to a new location with her husband, her little boy. It's really sweet, and they take such beautiful footage. So you definitely have to catch that. That's on Wednesdays. And finally, we have trivia every single weeknight. I know Damien's here for that. So trivia's at 8 p.m. Eastern. We play for $500. You got to answer 10 questions. And I host it. It's a lot of fun. So make sure you stick around. And if you do stick around right now, I'm actually about to give away the answer to question 8. That you get rewarded for tuning into the Sarah Pribis show. Yeah, Marcio's here. What's up? Ginger Jess is here. Roma. All right, friends, we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we are going to give away the answer to question 8 in tonight's trivia game. I'll see you there.
My work is for the world, but it really starts with me. And I'm just a vessel that helps it funnel.
Don't be so quick to give off what God has given you to somebody else.
It was a really hard year, but there are a lot of really bright moments.
What's up, y'all? I'm Lauren Elise, and you can catch my show, Harmony and Hughes, every Thursday on Display TV.
Welcome to Display Tips. Let's get introduced to Profile. Tap the profile on bottom right of screen. Here, you can personalize your display experience. Tap the pencil icon to edit your profile picture, cover photo, basic user info including contact, and link to your other social media accounts. Select your preferred language, identify top friends and family members. You can also create and manage your communities here. Watch for more tips on Display TV.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Display TV. I'm your host, Sarah Pribis. We're hanging here on this Thursday evening. Who got their posts up today? Did anybody put up a post today? Did we use Throwback Thursday, Thirsty Thursday? I don't know, any of the other Thursday thoughts. What other Thursday hashtags are there? Let me know in the chat. Did you get a post up today? If not, let me know. Are you going to put one up after the show? I will if you will. How about that? Okay, Ginger Jess, love that. Posted some throwbacks. I'll post a throwback tonight. I'll do it too. I'm going to jump on the bandwagon. That's a bandwagon that I want to jump on. King Damien's going to. Love it. All right, you know what else we got coming up tonight? Trivia. Yeah, we do. 15 minutes from now, $500, which means I might have a trivia answer for you. So here's how this is going to work. I'm going to ask you the very real question 8 from tonight's game. Yeah, I'm just going to give it to you. I'm literally going to give you the answer. First, I'm going to give you the question. I'm going to see how you do answering it, but this isn't for any actual points or anything. And then I'm going to tell you the answer because you're hanging with me. So, you know, sometimes you just got to give people a reward for hanging out with you. I mean, I like to buy my friends, you know, it's just a tactic that I use often. So let's get question 8 up, see how all of you do. I want to know if you guys have heard of this. So what aspect of Kopi Luwak makes it notable in terms of its production? It's partially digested, it's toxic before roasting, it's derived from beaver anal glands. Do you know what Kopi Luwak is? I think some members of our audience might, depending on where you're located in the world. I had never heard of this, but I'm going to be honest with you. I really do want to try it. Kopi Luwak, what makes it notable in terms of its production? Do you know this? Is it partially digested, it's toxic before roasting, or it's derived from beaver anal glands? This all sounds kind of scary, doesn't it? It's a little intimidating. What is Kopi Luwak? Do we know this? All right, it seems that 50% of you do know it, which I'm pretty impressed by because, again, I had never heard of this before tonight. The answer is that it's partially digested. It is, by cats. Yeah, this is a delicacy in some Asian countries. And I need to know from all of you, has anybody tried this? Because I'm gonna be honest with you. I really want to try it. I know that sounds really weird that I am okay with eating something that's been digested by an animal. Because honestly, if I really think about it, if I were to feed my cat and then she were to poop and then I were gonna have coffee made from her poop, that's a little crazy, but I think I would do it. If people tell me it's good, you know, like I said, I'm gonna jump on the bandwagon. Posting for Throwback Thursday, I'm going to jump on the Kopi Luwak. Yeah, it is made from cats, wild cats. I believe they're called Siddics. Jenny says, not for me. Yeah, Ginger Jess, this is the real question. Who was the first person that was like, you know, let's feed these cats coffee and let them poop it out and then make coffee? Like, who came up with the idea to try that? Kathy said no. King Damien says, sounds crazy. Chess says no. No one would try this with, nobody wants to go and have a cup of delicious Kopi Luwak with me? I mean, what if it's my treat? Yeah, Sheena says it's expensive too. What if I were gonna treat you to a cup of Kopi Luwak, would you have coffee with me or no? No, furuichi, the first option is the correct answer. It's digested. Yes, it's digested. Kathy said no, Chica said no. All right, I guess I'm alone. I'm gonna have my Kopi Luwak by myself. Mark, thank you. I knew I could find a buddy here. Mark and I are gonna go have some Kopi Luwak together. Ginger Jess is, listen, I'm of the philosophy, I try anything once, really, right? Food-wise, I don't knock it till I try it. Maybe there's a couple of things. I'll circle back on that. There would probably be a couple of things. Jenny girl, that is fair. All right, so we got our answer to trivia, which means all that we have left before we actually play trivia tonight is going through some of your original content. I've dug up my favorite food and beverage photos for Thirsty Thursday. We'll be right back with those.
Bienvenidos a Display TV.
We did it.
Y tienes que darle bien fuerte para poder llegar rápido. Guys, welcome to Cusco. Estamos en la hermosa ciudad de Mérida.
Delicioso. Un aguachile de camarón.
Welcome back to Display TV. I'm your host, Sarah Pribis. We've just been talking about coffee that gets digested by cats in Asia and then consumed, and it's a delicacy. Kathy, to answer your question, I'm not sure if they have it in New York. I haven't come across it. It wouldn't surprise me, but those are some very special cats, and we definitely don't have them here. So maybe it doesn't travel. I don't know. I'll get back to you on that. I'm curious. I probably would prefer to try it in its natural habitat, me personally, as a part of like a travel thing. Okay, speaking of content, travel, all that good stuff, weird foods and drinks, it's Thirsty Thursday. It's also Throwback Thursday, but we're focusing more on Thirsty Thursday tonight, and I've dug up some of your content featuring food and drinks. So let's take a look at our first post. We've got Jen Yamaguchi here. So this is a shout out to all the food lovers. She is starting a little food challenge. So she's inviting everyone to share their yummy and interesting foods, which I love. So maybe some people who have Kopi Luwak or other cool foods where they're from, we get to see that, right? We get to see the delicacies around the world. We have people tuning in here from all different locations. You know, some of what we eat, I'm sure, is similar, but there's probably a lot that's different. For instance, I put cream cheese on my pepperoni, and honestly, it's delicious. So, you know, show me your favorite snacks and enter Jen Yamaguchi's contest. I love it, her little challenge. What an easy thing, taking some food photos. She is the queen of food photos, by the way. She's got great ones. Okay, we've got Nava Scry here. So this is Good Morning from Nava Scry. This is a sweet take on breakfast. I mean, there's a little fruit there, but mostly a sweet little custard treat. I love it. I love breakfast. Are you more of a savory or a sweet breakfast type of person? Let me know in the chat right now. Okay, next up we've got Pretz 1973 with the good food. Oh yeah, the good of the food. You know what? Pineapples are great. They taste like candy, but they're fruits, so they're better for you. They're rich in vitamins. You get that natural sugar. Always a good snack. We got any pineapple lovers? Any pineapple pizza lovers? That'll divide us. I'll eat pineapple. I will never order pineapple on my pizza, but I will eat pineapple on pizza. Does that make sense? It's not something I go out of my way to order, but if it's in front of me, I'll totally eat it. Chico99FB says savory is preferred for breakfast. Kathy Davis says eggs over easy and toast. What else? Friends, if you want to enter the food challenge that Jen Yamaguchi started, use the hashtag Food Love. Very easy to remember, Food Love. Okay, speaking of which, our next person gives her submission for Food Love. This is from Nimsy. This looks a lot like pizza, but I don't see sauce. I see some unusual ingredients. I was just talking about pineapple on pizza, which a lot of you might think is strange. So Nimsy, you gotta let us know. What is this called? What is this kind of pizza? Jenny, that is a fun fact. Pineapple takes 2 years to grow, only 2 per tree. That's crazy. And Chico99 is with me. Mika says, love pineapple on everything. Pineapple is a good fruit. Pineapple is a solid, that is top 3 fruits for me. Okay, next up we have Foodie Girl. Of course, Foodie Girl posts food. She's also showing her yummy submission to Jen Yamaguchi's challenge, hashtag Food Love, as a reminder to all of you, if you want to post some food photos. You can also post them to the food communities that we have, right? Yeah, we got a lot of those. All right, next up, we've got TJ Gabe, a little Thirsty Thursday action, enjoying some California red wine in his home country of Mexico. Love that. Shout out to TJ Gabe. Thirsty Thursday. You can also do Wine Wednesday like Mark was doing yesterday on the show. Next up, we've got Sandra White, a delicious looking, refreshing kiwi watermelon beverage. Watermelon is also top 3 fruits for me. Kiwi, I do love. Again, would not necessarily buy it, but I will eat kiwi. They're a natural stimulant. So if you need to wake up, eat more kiwi. Okay, next we've got Andrew 1. I need to drink a bottle of cranberry water after having my hot chocolate. You know what? I appreciate that. Does anybody have any little unusual food quirks? I already told you I eat pepperoni with cream cheese. Andrew drinks cranberry juice after he has hot chocolate. What's your thing? Put it in the chat right now. I'm so curious. Okay, and our last entry tonight is from BB Girl. We got a little nature. After all this food talk, right? We got to work it off. This one's from BB Girl in nature in the Philippines. I love it. Friends, remember, put that original content up, right? Look how fun that was. We all got to look at each other's food, what we're doing, what we're drinking, and that's earning you money on display just by posting. Speaking of earning money, we've got a brand new game of trivia coming up, $500. I'll see you there. there, friends, and welcome to another beautiful day on display. I'm your host, Sarah Pribis, and yes, pretty much every day here is a beautiful day because you play trivia, you get all the answers, we give you money. Oh, wow. If beauty is that simple, then we hit the nail right on the head. And might I say, you all are looking ravishing today. Yeah, I know I can't see you, but sometimes you just get a gut instinct, you know? Normally my gut is saying things like waffles or pad thai or mushroom pizza. But today, it's telling me that you're a bunch of certified cuties. Well, look, flattery is gonna get me nowhere, but giving you money is gonna get me everywhere. And I know how I can set you all on the path to success, and that is some handy dandy rules. You'll have 10 seconds each to answer 10 questions. Make sure you're connected to Wi-Fi and that you're holding your phone vertically so that when a new question pops up on your screen, you can pick the right one. The questions will get harder as we go, and make sure you choose carefully because once you tap, there's no going back. Don't worry though, because if you get one wrong, you can keep playing. Your winnings will show up in your display bank if you're active in the app and you have a completed profile. Now real quick, for absolutely no points at all, let's do a pop quiz. Well, it's really more of a pop check-in. So tell me, would you rather buy an NFT, buy a vowel, baby bye bye bye? It might sound crazy, but it ain't no lie, baby. Bye. 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 A vowel is what 29% of you would buy though, 58% of you would buy an NFT, and 17% baby bye 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 poll question. All right, beautiful display bees, are you ready for a good time? I'm gonna give you just that. It's time for display trivia. Question 1. Skyscraper is a term used to describe what kind of physical object? A boat, a building, a sleeping bag. Skyscraper is a term used to describe what kind of physical object? A boat, a building, a sleeping bag. Skyscraper. Now that is one fine compound word if I've ever seen one. And no, a compound word isn't lingo you can only use at your fundamentalist compound, although we do have a lot of code words in case the feds bust. Wow, I should not be telling you this. I also shouldn't be telling you that what started as a fun club is definitely now a cult. And honestly, the fun club to cult pipeline, it's prevalent. But a compound word is two words combined to form one super word. And skyscraper does just that because it describes buildings that reach all the way to the sky, which is where my cult leader says we're all headed if we mind our P's and Q's. Speaking of Q's, 90% of you are moving on to question 2. A right angle contains how many degrees? 45, 90, negative 180. A right angle contains how many degrees? 45, 90, negative 180. A right angle might contain this many degrees, but how many degrees are in a wrong angle? And furthermore, how do you know if the angle is wrong? Like, have you heard that angle's side of the story? I mean, personally, I find when it comes to numbers, there's really so much gray area. Oh wait, that's only because there's a smudge on the page. Wow, okay, now those numbers are crystal clear. Oh, and that is my bank statement, and those do not look good. Eugh. Okay, well, while I get on the phone with accounting, the only correct amount of degrees in a right angle is 90. Anything more or less, that's just wrong. 89% of you were very, very right. Question 3. This popular cereal contains marshmallows. Captain Crunch, Frosted Flakes, Lucky Charms. This popular cereal contains marshmallows. Captain Crunch, Frosted Flakes, Lucky Charms. All the naysayers out there are gonna say, that's not a healthy breakfast, it's candy. And they'd be right. You know, it's not fully breakfast. It's part of a complete breakfast. And if you remember from those ads, a complete breakfast is eggs, sausage, and a full glass of whole milk with some fresh fruit on the side. Did those ads have anyone else thinking everyone else's moms were setting up continental-style hotel breakfasts for them every morning? Because as I would look into my little bowl of Lucky Charms, milk completely blue at this point, I would think, some kids have all the luck. Turns out no one's parents did this, and we were all eating sugar, which is why my generation is so well adjusted. We did it, guys. 90% of you got that. Question 4. A tartan fabric includes what pattern? Polka dots, plaid, argyle. A tartan fabric includes what pattern? Polka dots, plaid, argyle. Okay, wait a second. I cannot at this time answer questions about any other fabrics because I am still hung up on one very particular fabric. That's right, the fabric of our lives, cotton. And cotton, why would you do us like that, huh? Like love bomb us with all those ads, with the catchy jingles, and then bam, ghost us? You were the fabric of our lives. Like, that's not something you find just every day. It meant something to me. Why didn't you write me? Thank you. That was The Notebook, if Rachel McAdams had been in love with a pair of chinos. Tartan definitely doesn't need to complicate that situation, but it somehow always manages to with its bold plaid designs hailing originally from Scotland. 82% of you knew it. Question 5. This lifestyle TV host is known as the Barefoot Contessa. Martha Stewart, Ina Garten, Rachel Ray. This lifestyle TV host is known as the Barefoot Contessa. Martha Stewart, Ina Garten, Rachel Ray. Okay, real talk though. Is she always barefoot? I mean, she must be if she's making it her whole personality. And I'll say it, I think it's a bad idea. Sure, maybe she spends all her time on her lush grass yard in the Hamptons or at her private beachfront in the Hamptons or out on her pool deck in the Hamptons, but does she never go into town? I mean, there are so many places in town where it's just not safe to be barefoot. One example, town, in general. Ina Garten, what did I say about going into the gas station barefoot? Oh, you get back here, Missy. Ina Garten is a lifestyle host we all know for her shoelessness. And I wish she'd at least try a nice pair of espadrilles. 83% of you got that. We're halfway there. Question 6. A sporting event that includes dressage might also feature what activity? Tent pegging, regatta, discus. A sporting event that includes dressage might also feature what activity? Tent pegging, regatta, discus. Okay, team, you might want to sideline me here. I'm not going to be any help with this one because I do not know the names of any single sport. It was one of those things that I just never bothered to learn. And now, if I make the effort to learn, it's embarrassing. It's literally the premise of Steve Carell's movie, The 40-Year-Old Virgin. Suffice it to say, these are the sports I know. The one with the tackling, the one with only feet, and the one where they wear cute little white outfits and grunt the whole time. Look, I basically feel like a writer working on Friends trying to come up with an episode title, but this is just who I am. So what if the only sport I know is tonsil tennis? Dressage is part of the equestrian sports along with tent pegging. Okay, so just doing fancy stuff on horseback? Oh, that's not a sport, that's art. 83% of you got it. Question 7. How many atoms wide is the average human hair? 1,000, 1 million, 1 billion. How many atoms wide is the average human hair? 1,000, 1 million, 1 billion. Okay, that hair is thick. Thick with 2 C's, like the Chanel logo. We see you, hair. Go on with your bad self. Wait, don't go too far on with your bad self. Oh no. I fear she's gone past the point of no return with her bad self. Someone get her before it's too late. Here lies hair. She went on with her bad self, and now she'll go on forever with her bad self. Did I just go on too long with my bad self? Apologies. Ugh. The songs always tell you to go on with your bad self, but they never tell you to stop with your bad self. It's a fine line, a very fine line. Because although the average human hair is 1 million carbon atoms thick, it's still a long way to go. So question 8. 81% of you got that. Question 8. What aspect of Kopi Luwak makes it notable in terms of its production? It's partially digested, it's toxic before roasting, it's derived from beaver anal glands. What aspect of Kopi Luwak makes it notable in terms of its production? It's partially digested, it's toxic before roasting, it's derived from beaver anal glands. Yes, folks, you heard it right here. These are all very real facts about some of the food you eat. What I'm wondering is, how did any of this pass the health and safety inspection? Are any of the employees washing their hands? I found a hair in my food. Oh, that is the food? Ugh, check please. Call me old-fashioned, but I do not understand these newfangled restaurant trends. Cook the food, put it on a plate, and then let my body turn it into something disgusting. That's my job. It's also the job of the Asian palm civet, a type of wildcat that eats these coffee beans, digests them, then serves you up a hot and fresh pot? Yeah, I'll take this to go, dump out somewhere. Looks like 85% of you take Kopi Luwak with cream and sugar. Well done. Are you tuned into the pre-show? Question 9. Which of the following is not a quote from a film by the director known for winning 2 Emmys on All in the Family? As You Wish, Jenny and Me was like peas and carrots. I'll have what she's having. Which of the following is not a quote from a film by the director known for winning 2 Emmys on All in the Family? As You Wish, Jenny and Me was like peas and carrots. I'll have what she's having. A classic Hollywood tale. An actor who decides directing is for them. They weren't content with all the screen time and adoring fans. No, more important, control. These are actors who basically said, hey, I'm taking the aux cord now. Excuse you, Olivia Wilde. Sometimes, though, the occasional actor turned director is pretty dang good at the directing stuff. Turns out being in charge was their thing all along. And this is true of Rob Reiner, who starred in the 1970s sitcom and then went on to direct films like The Princess Bride and When Harry Met Sally. 80% of you got that. Well, lights, camera, action. It looks like we're ready to full steam ahead into the end of this game because it's time for the final question. Question 10. The name for porcelain comes from a mollusk widely used for what purpose? Weaponry, medicine, monetary trading. The name for porcelain comes from a mollusk widely used for what purpose? Weaponry, medicine, monetary trading. Porcelain, huh? I see we're getting fancy with these final questions of the night. Jeeves, go fetch my trivia gloves. Nope, no, not the lamb suede ones, the ostrich feather ones. No, not the ostrich feather ones with the gold leaf, the ostrich feather ones with the embellished Swarovski crystals. You imbecile! It is so hard to find good help these days, especially when you're like me and you can only afford an imaginary butler. Oh well, I guess I gotta keep doing trivia with you guys every night. Oh darn. Porcelain is usually reserved for elegant occasions, but it gets its name from the Italian word for the cowrie shell, which was used extensively in Africa for trading as a form of currency. Monetary trading is your answer. 77% of you got that! Whoa, that was some quiz, huh? Whew. I'm tense. How'd you do? Did you come out all right? Let me know those scores in the chat. You came, you slayed, you displayed your knowledge, and you are gonna get paid. Yeah, 233 of you to be exact. 233 of you won. Woo woo! That's amazing. In the meantime, don't wait on those trivia earnings to come in. Earn some money in the app by posting. I give you tips every day for this. Facts Guru got a 10 out of 10. Andrew got a 7 out of 10. Gary got a 7 as well. Lamord got a 6. Jeebin said hooray. I love that. Most Arrow got a 10. Adita got a 10. Bravo. These were hard questions, friends. If you got a 10 out of 10, give yourself a pat on the back. That was hard, especially those last couple. Whew, I was sweating. I don't know about you. Oh no, study, 10 out of 10. Tim Dozer, 8 out of 10. Nikki D, 9 out of 10. Oni Wow got an 8 out of 10. Honestly, that's better than I could do at any of it. So bravo. My applause goes to you. But don't forget, tune into our pre-show. I always give you a head start in that night's trivia game. I'll see you all tomorrow on display.